The common properties of the text box control are: name. The name property identifies the text box while writing the program. Text. This property is used to display the text in the text box. Font. This property is used to set the font size, font style, etc. for the text box. Locked. This property determines whether we can move or resize the control. Max length. This property is used to set the maximum length of the text that can be entered in a text box. Multi-line. This property decides whether the text will be displayed in a single line or in multiple lines. By default, this property is set as false. Button. The button is used to raise an event in the application. When a user clicks on the button, the programming statements associated with that button gets executed. The common properties of button control are: name. The name property identifies a button while writing the program. Text. This property is used to display the text on the button. Font. This property sets the font size, font style, etc. for the button. Students, let's know more. PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. It is a widely used open-source general-purpose scripting language, specially suited for web development. Alright, let me now tell you how to write codes for an event. Follow the given steps to write programming statements for any event. Here we are considering the click event of a button control. Click on the text box control in the toolbox. Now select the button control from the toolbox and place it on the form. A button will appear and it will have button 1 as its name. Change its name to display using the text property. Double-click on the display button to open the code window. In the code window, write the statements in between the pre-written lines of code as shown in the figure. Explanation. In our example, we are assigning some text value to the label. The value is assigned to the label when the button is clicked in the runtime. The syntax to assign a value to the property of an object is object.property equals to value. Students, let us now find out how to execute Visual Basic 2015 project. There are 3 ways to run a Visual Basic project. Press F5 key on the keyboard or select the Start Debugging option in the Debug menu, or click on the Start button on the standard toolbar. You can do both display text as well as accept text from users by using a text box control. After a user types data in a text box, you can retrieve this data by using the text property. Example. Create the program to view the message using text box control. Drag the text box control from the toolbox panel onto the form. Similarly, add a button control next to the text box and change its text property to retrieve. Double-click on the retrieve button to add the following code. Public class form1, private sub button 1 underscore click, bracket in sender as object, E as event args, bracket close, handles button 1 dot click, message box dot show, bracket in text box 1 dot text, bracket close, end sub, end class. Press F5 to run the program. Type multiple lines of text in the text box and then click on the retrieve button.